Assalamu alaikum. I am Ali Javed. My program is BS Accountancy Management and Law. My course is arbitration. My project is to conduct an interview with an advocate, and so I've conducted an interview on my course line arbitration with a high court advocate, that is MrAsif Khan, and now we will see how he answers the question regarding the different aspects of the course arbitration.
I am MrAsif Khan Advocate, High Court of Sindh, and mainly dealing with the custom cases in adjudication, custom tribunal, custom trial court.
Okay. What is the difference between litigation and arbitration according to you, sir?
Arbitration is a kind of resolution of disputes that can be done by a duly approved arbitrator, mutually agreed by both the parties. That will be the arbitration or settlement of issue outside the court. As far as litigation is concerned, litigation is the exclusive domain of courts of law in Pakistan, from lower level to higher level. That can be decided, every issue which goes to litigation will be decided by the respective courts.
How do you think the international arbitration differs from the Pakistani arbitration?
Arbitration is the same nature of work, whether it is international or within respective country, but it depends on the facts, circumstances and prevailing law in the respective countries. International arbitration is mainly concerned with the parties which are belong to two different countries. As far as local arbitration is concerned, that is within two parties in Pakistan for resolving of their dispute through duly appointed arbitrator.
Do you think the arbitrators have the same power like a judge in the court?
No, it is two different things. The judgment or order passed by the judge are legal binding upon the parties. Arbitration is something else. The decision or reward by the arbitrator is other than the judgment or orders passed by the court. That cannot be binding upon as far as judgment or order of court is concerned. Arbitration is the process to settle the issues outside the court with the mutual consent of both the parties, and judge is independent to consider the case, facts and circumstances, evidential material, then he passes the judgment as per law, which is binding upon both the parties. It may be in favor of one and it may be against one.
Okay. What do you think is the future of arbitration in Pakistan?
As far as future of arbitration is concerned in Pakistan, in my opinion and my considered opinion, it will be better to reduce the workload of courts. It will be the better process for the solution of disputes between two parties or two companies. It will lead to minimize the workload of all the courts, from lower courts to apex court of the Pakistan.
Is it possible that if both parties have opted for arbitration, can one of them after some time can go for court and move away from arbitration?
It can be. Arbitration is the decision with mutual consent. If any of the party is disagreed with the decision of arbitrator, he is at liberty to approach the court of law for the permanent solution of their dispute.
Do you think green arbitration is possible in Pakistan?
At present, I don't think it is feasible for Pakistan because commonly we are not familiar with the use of computers, how to handle the matters online for the solution, for the decision. That green arbitration means that everything should be paperless and should be online. It is, I think at present it is difficult in Pakistan.
Sir, on what grounds the arbitral award can be challenged?
If the party interests of one of the parties are hit by any stretch of law, the aggrieved party can approach the court of law for the resolution of orders passed by the arbitrator.
Any examples that you would like to add, for example?
At present, I have no knowledge.
What are the examples of arbitration here in Pakistan?
Here in Pakistan, there are so many examples of arbitration. As far as I am dealing with the custom matters, I find arbitration in Custom Act as alternate dispute resolution, that is under section 195C of the Custom Act 1969. By virtue of that section, Federal Board of Revenue constitute a team or constitute a members of committee to settle the issue between importer, exporters with regard to the custom matters for the settlement of such issues through alternate dispute resolution, that is a kind of arbitration as far as custom matter is concerned.